Hi guys, I'm Jodi Carlton and I'm a neurodiverse relationship expert. I'd like to respond to a comment that someone made on a video on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to read the comment to you first and then I want to share my thoughts. So this person says, I was in a relationship for 2 years with an undiagnosed autistic man. All I can say is it was the closest to hell I've ever been. I was lied to, probably cheated on. He was very secretive. I paid for nearly everything. He said he's never dated a woman with debt or a single mom. I had money saved and was a responsible childless woman. Meanwhile, he had thousands in debt and was a single dad to 5 children. The hypocrisy with these men is astounding. He took me on vacation once and drove me past the house where he lost his virginity and described the act to me in detail. He used to tell me about the sexual escapades between he and his ex-wife. He didn't have a clue how inappropriate and disgusting this was to me. I once was traveling on a long-distance road trip and called him because I was exhausted driving and wasn't sure if I could make it home. I said I was afraid I was going to wreck and die. He said, if you do, I won't lose any sleep, and hung up on me and turned off his phone. And he was serious. He truly wouldn't have lost any sleep. We were engaged at this point. This is how much these men think of us. We are nothing to them. I know that my experience is not unique. I finally found support groups to try to heal from the abuse that I endured, but it is not easy. Thankfully, he left me and married a woman 20 years younger than him within 2 months of meeting her. These relationships are not worth it. Get out before it's too late for you. So what I want to say is this woman obviously has been through severe abuse in this relationship, and I just want to extend some compassion to her about this because this is really all very horrible. And I'm very glad for her that she got out of that relationship and that he moved on. I do agree with her that this relationship was not at all worth it. Now, I want to point out that she made this comment on my YouTube channel, which is about neurodiverse relationships. And she starts off by saying that this man was undiagnosed autistic. And throughout the comment, she refers to these men being autistic men. And what I want to say in response to that is that the man that she dated and the behaviors that she experienced, the abuse that she experienced, was not related to autism. Now, I don't know if this guy was autistic. He's undiagnosed, but he's clearly narcissistic. And that is what the abuse was from, not autism. Autistic men, autistic women are not inherently abusive at all. Not at all. Personality disordered men and women with narcissistic personalities, antisocial personalities, borderline personalities, these folks are abusive and toxic and dangerous. Some of them don't care if you live or die. And that's terrifying because when you're in a relationship with someone like that, your well-being is truly at risk at times. If you're new to me and my channel, welcome. But if you follow me at all, you know that I have quite a few videos here about how to tell the difference between autism and narcissism. I even have an entire course with a 40-something question quiz to help you identify the different traits and the safety risk in your relationship. The thing is, autistic individuals oftentimes struggle to recognize the experience that partners are having. And so they may not recognize the distress. They may not see it. They may not know that it's there. They may unintentionally say or do things that are hurtful. But autistic individuals don't just inherently not care if you're harmed. And oftentimes when a partner points out that there's been hurt, autistic individuals react very defensively, and it's very hard for them to hear because if their intent was not to harm you, it's oftentimes difficult for them to accept that you were harmed by something that they've done. Now, a lot can be changed by how you approach someone when you have been hurt. And I have a whole communication course about how to improve your communication so that you can hear each other and you can be heard. The point being, though, an autistic person doesn't have a pattern of abusive behaviors. This man's behavior is very patterned. He had 5 other children. He left this woman to go be married to a woman 20 years younger. He's strategically making the choices that he's making. He does know how disgusting the sexual escapades were for her. So there was intent behind his action there. To assume that there wasn't is actually erroneous. So again, I want to say I'm really glad that this woman got out of this relationship. So I want you to know, if you are in a relationship, if any of this sounds familiar to you, and you're in a relationship where you fear for your life, that is a problem. That is concerning. And I want you to listen to your gut, because if you fear for your life or your safety, that is not about neurodivergence. That is not about autism. That is about being in a relationship with someone who doesn't care if you are harmed in a physical way, who doesn't care about your well-being. And I want you to pay attention to that gut instinct and not excuse it away because it's autism, or you think it's autism, because it's not. It's not autism. It's something else, and you truly may be in danger. If you need some more help with this, again, I've got a course with a quiz. All my courses are pay what you can afford, get it for free. I don't care. I just want you to get help.